look outside the window, there's a woman being grabbed. They've dragged her to the bushes and now she's being stabbed. Maybe we should call the cops and try to stop the pain. But Monopoly is so much fun, I'd hate to blow the game. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Riding down the highway, yes, my back is getting stiff. 13 cars are piled up, they're hanging on a cliff. Maybe we should pull them back with our towing chain. But we gotta move and we might get sued and it looks like it's gonna rain. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Sweating in the ghetto with the prisoners and the poor. The rats have joined the babies who are sleeping on the floor. Now wouldn't it be a riot if they really blew their tops? But they got too much already, and besides we've got the cops. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Smoking marijuana is more fun than drinking beer. But a friend of ours was captured and they gave him 30 years. Maybe we should raise our voices, ask somebody why. But demonstrations are a drag, besides they're much too high. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Down in Santiago, where they took away our minds, we cut off all their money so the blood would pour like wine. Maybe we should ask a question, maybe shed a tear. But I bet you a copper penny that it cannot happen here. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Oh, look outside the window, there's a woman being grabbed. They've dragged her to the bushes, now she's being stabbed. Maybe we should call the cops and try to stop the pain. But Monopoly is so much fun, I'd hate to blow the game. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. This country has many basic freedoms. We have the freedom of speech and we have the freedom of assassination. To kill somebody that speaks the mind and get away with it.